Hi everyone, welcome to EA GameOn. I'm Eric and today I'm with my wife Tony.
Hey guys!
Hey, and for this podcast we're going back in the 90s to check out some toys from the 90s. We're gonna talk about them and share our own experience maybe, because I was a kid in the 90s and same thing with my wife. You were a kid in the 90s?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so the first toy that I have here on my super website, it's the Tamagotchi, whatever you call it. Well, personally, I had one when I was a kid, and don't remember much. I just remember you need to feed him and make sure you take care of them, and they sleep.
And you had to wash them.
Wash them. What else?
I don't remember what else you could do with them, but
Play with them.
yeah, pretty much
Pet
like
them.
keep it had like
Keep
little
the
hearts.
happy level, or
Yeah,
hearts.
and you had to make sure they were fed and happy, like pat them or like play with them or something like that. And
Yeah. So did you have Tamagotchi when you were young?
I didn't have a Tamagotchi, but I had a Nano, which is like the same thing. And I think with the Tamagotchi, they're like little aliens or monsters or something. Whereas with the Nanos, you could either have a puppy, a kitten, or a baby. And I had like all three at one point. It was a little spooky. But the one that I really wanted was like a white, like clear, I think it was like a puppy. And I got one.
Yeah.
And I brought it to school. And I got my puppy really old.
Yeah.
And I took really good care of him. And I was like a shy little nice girl in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I freaking gave my Nana to this really not nice boy. And if I can remember correctly, it had 3 buttons. And if you pressed the 2 buttons on each side, it killed them. And an ambulance came. And that guy killed my puppy.
Jeez. A guy in your school, first murder on your Tamagotchi or Nano, whatever.
No. I was so sad.
You should go in jail. Jeez.
I should have told on him. No recess for you.
Yeah. 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 They're
But I love Tamagotchis. They were so much fun.
yeah, and apparently I heard that they were supposed to come back soon.
Yeah.
Tamagotchi. I don't know if it was this year or it's supposed to be pretty soon, but yeah. But for now it's just Tamagotchi shit. Okay, and the second toy from the 90s, Bop It. Bop Hit. Bop Hit. Bop It. So I remember that. I remember that toy. I didn't have it specifically, but one of my friends had Bop It, and I remember just like trying to play it and like twist it, bop it, and like pull it, whatever, and do some weird stuff with it. But it's lots of fun too, and you can play with somebody else, and it's just that guy talking to you and telling you what to do, and you have like a couple seconds to do it before you
have to go fast.
Yeah, you have to go pretty fast to do what, like twist it or bop it, and just press a button basically and pull it. You just pull something else.
Yeah.
And did you have one when you were young?
I didn't have one, no, but I think my best friend had one, and whenever we went on road trips, her and her sisters would always have it in the car, so I'd always grab it and try and play it, but I was always too slow. I could never.
Yeah, because it gets really stressful, like when you're far in that game. It's like bop it, twist it, pull it,
and you get like
fuck it, and then it.
And you get into like doing one thing, and then you're like, okay, I'm getting used to like bopping and twisting, and then it's like pull it. You're like, oh, pull, twist, bop.
Yeah.
And you get used to a couple things, and then they add on a third. You're like,
yeah,
I'm not ready.
Too much, too much.
But it is really fun after you. Probably like kind of like Dance Dance Revolution. Like after you get the hang of it, you're like going crazy.
Yeah, you just like get the rhythm inside of you and just keep doing it. Pull it, twist it, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty fun. So number 3, Mr. Frosty. It looks like it says the ultimate gift for slush puppy. Whatever that word is, aficionados. I don't know. we circled this every year in the Argos catalog for Christmas, but all those E numbers meant that Santa never obliged.
So it's like a
It's like you make
snow cone?
Yeah, you make slushy or stuff like that. Yeah, like it's, and I see like popsicle, like there's some ice, I guess.
Popsicles, and it almost looks like gummies, like a gummy mold.
Yeah, so I never had that. I don't know.
No, I have never.
Yeah, I never seen that before.
Never.
Yeah, it looks
heard
like
of that. Looks cool.
Yeah, you get their mold, and yeah, see like kind of Jello stuff.
Yeah, like gummy candies, or make your own gummies or something.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's all made of like the same like
slush.
Flavored stuff.
Yeah. So whatever, it's a slush maker or whatever you can call it.
Snow cone.
Snow cone, basically. Yeah. No, never saw that.
Yeah.
Cadbury chocolate money box. You see that?
I wish.
I never had that.
It's like a Pez dispenser of chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
We're all about chocolate. I love chocolate.
Me too.
Yeah. And no, I never saw this before. So that's pretty interesting. The chocolate, yes. Oh yeah, I remember this. Perfection. So can you explain like what it is basically? For people.
I think you had like a certain amount of time to take like these different shaped pieces and put them in the different like slots or holes.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling there was like a tick, 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 tick,
there's a timer, yeah.
And if you didn't do it in time, it would be like, and it would like blow all the pieces off or something.
Yeah, it's just all the pieces jump off the board. And you have to restart again. Yeah. So that's another stressful game. Like you have a timer in your.
We were stressed in the 90s. Like what is up? Like.
Yeah, you have to be really fast.
To put back off.
Yeah, you have to be really fast to put all the pieces together before you jump all on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that game because I don't know if I had one, but I definitely played in the 90s. I think one of my friends also had this game, or maybe I had it, don't remember, but
yeah,
I remember playing it. So
I think my sisters might have had one.
Okay.
I think.
And of course, and it's still here, Furby.
Oh, I think I had that exact one.
Really?
Actually, I think, yeah.
So the one that I showed to my wife, it's like a gray pink one.
Yeah.
Furby. And this thing is so freaky with their eyes like opening and closing and like.
And they said like gibberish, like mom.
Yeah, they just
like,
talk. Yeah, it's like a mix of like a gremlin and I don't know,
like a cute little penguin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe a gremlin and a porg from Star Wars, the new porgs. Something like that. But yeah,
fun, though.
No, I never had a Furby. Of course, I saw a shitload of Furby in stores. Or, well, you had one, so
yeah,
a lot of people had Furbies before, and it's still here. Like, if you want a Furby, you can buy one here. In Toys R Us or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I remember that, but I didn't have that color. It's the Dear Diary.
OMG, I wanted one. I know people that went to my school and had those, but I didn't have one.
I think I didn't have like.
I think they were so cool.
But it was something like this for boys too. And the one I have now, it's, well, Dear Diary. It's
you have
like
one now?
Pink? No.
I thought you said the one I have now.
No, the one that I have now on the phone. Yeah, on the phone, showing up on the phone.
It's like you have a mysterious secret diary that I've done?
Pink Dear Diary somewhere.
I was like, where is it?
But no, I remember this, I think for boy too. It was something else though, it wasn't called Diary, whatever. But yeah, I remember that the buttons and stuff like that. Yeah, that's another thing. So the next toy, it's of course the troll dolls.
Oh my gosh.
The troll dolls, they're all naked and crazy colored hair.
Yeah.
I'm sure I had
and they used to have a jewel in their belly button. That one doesn't, though.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that one doesn't.
But I saw a bunch of the jewels in their belly button, and I think they were different shapes too, like an octagon and a diamond and square and circle.
Yeah. Yeah, those like...
Like their belly buttons were different shapes.
Yeah,
whatever
but
shape
maybe
the stone was.
they change it. Like later, right? I think maybe they started like the diamond stuff and maybe they changed it, they just removed the diamond.
Yeah, and nowadays that movie Trolls, they look...
Yeah.
They have
All
clothes
the same.
on.
Yeah, they have clothes on them. You see the new movie Trolls? Like...
So different. But the
Jeez.
hair, that'll always be the same.
Oh yeah, it's still
I think
the
it's like a
same.
troll trademark. The hair has
Yeah.
to be...
Crazy, long. you
Yeah.
know, like a cone.
And you can almost like mold it. Like some people
Yeah.
like do like big ponytails or like slide it back like Johnny Bravo. Johnny
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah. So the next one, that's a classic too. Hungry Hippos.
I was just thinking of that game the other day because whenever I'm hungry, I think of hungry hippos. Na, 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 na.
So explain to people like what's that game basically.
Well, there's 4 hippos,
Yeah.
each a different color, and each person gets a certain amount of marbles, and they get thrown in the center of the game board, and each hippo kind of looks like a tail, I guess. It's like your
Your lever.
Lever. Lever, yep. And you hit that like pretty much as fast as you can. Another stressful game.
Yeah, because you want all the marbles.
You want all the marbles because
Yeah.
you're a hungry hippo.
Yeah, you want to eat all the marbles.
So yeah,
And you can play as 4 people,
yeah,
and it could be pretty intense. Like,
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that was a lot of fun too. Oh, geez, Mr. Potato Head.
Classic.
Yeah,
I don't think I had one.
I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just you can like change everything in this potato head.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's just for kids.
And then
like-
there was a Mrs. Potato Head too, his wife.
Yeah, that's right. But I can see here on the website it says, "Can you believe the very first Potato Head came out in 1949?"
What?
It was actually the character's appearance in 1995 film Toy Story that brought him back into fashion with children of the time. Hands up if you had his wife, Miss Potato Head, too. So yeah, basically that was an old toy, but they bring it back in the 90s because of that Toy Story.
Toy Story
movie.
came out in the 90s?
Yeah, 1995.
Oh
Toy
my
Story.
gosh, I'm way too old.
The first Toy Story came, in 1995. Because I remember when I had a Nintendo 64, and that came out in 1996, and they made a Toy Story game on Nintendo 64, and so it was 96, 97 maybe, like something like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
I know our niece Lacey, she did Toy Story play and she was Bo Peep at her elementary school.
no, really.
That was a long time ago.
So next toy, My Little Pony.
Oh, my little pony, my little pony.
My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
I loved My Little Ponies. I loved the ponies and the TV show, and
This is crazy. There's people like really addicted to My Little Pony even like now, and it's like a big, huge thing. Like it's crazy.
yeah,
Like people are addicted to this little pony.
yeah.
Did you have My Little Pony when you were a kid?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, just one or more than one?
No, I had like a big bag. And like not only just My Little Pony, there was also like different animals from the TV show. I think I had like she almost looked like a purple hedgehog with like pink hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I remember a big bag of My Little Ponies. I wonder what happened to that.
Big bag of My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
You just
like
like
a-
steal them and like bring them back in the attic and play with them. Ah, My Little Pony, you're mine. You're mine now.
Don't tell my secrets.
Okay, next toy we got. Oh, that's a classic. The Magna Doodle.
Oh, I used to have a Magna Doodle and I had stencils.
Really?
stencils to make like really nice, pretty pictures.
Jeez. Yeah. How do you like? Because the one it's like you have to turn those wheels, right?
That's an Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, that's the Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And then you shake it to make the picture go away.
Yeah. So this
but
one.
with the Magnadoodle,
Yeah.
you can take your little white
the
pen sort of
pen,
thing,
yeah.
and you can just draw with your hand.
Oh, okay.
And then the two little things on the side there,
yeah.
they're like magnet, and you can take them, and one's like a circle, I think, and the other one might have been like an X, and you can just like mark on it, same as the pen tip.
Okay,
only
but you use the ball instead?
it's like flat, like a magnet
Okay.
underneath of that. And then
Yeah.
the red thing on the bottom is what you slide to erase it.
So, okay, so it's, I guess this was before the other one, the Etch-a-Sketch, or they were pretty much at the same time, or I don't know.
I almost want to say the Etch-a-Sketch may have been kind of like Mr. Potato Head, like an old toy.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm
talking
not...
about Etch-a-Sketch, that's the other toy right after
Well,
Magnadoodle.
there you go. It has
Yeah.
the two little...
Wheel. Yeah, nipples. Two little nipples that you twist around to make some weird lines, like straight lines.
Yeah.
And
Some people could make really nice pictures out of those things.
it's true, like it's a lot of
Nipple twisting?
nipple twisting, I guess, in their life, or I don't know. But yeah, I had one, the Etch-a-Sketch. I didn't have a Magnadoodle.
And I'm the opposite. I had an Etch-a-Sketch. No, I had a Magnadoodle, but I didn't have an that.
Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah.
Because I always tried to make a picture and then it didn't look right, so then I erased it and then I just put it back down because I couldn't make pretty pictures with it.
Just want to smash.
But at least with the Magnadoodle, I could like write my name, draw a stick person, draw a cat. Like
just some stuff. Yeah.
with the Etch-a-Sketch, I'm just like, no.
Twisting nipples. Okay, the next one is Fur Real Friends.
I've never had a for real friends.
Me either. What the heck is like?
It's like a.
Now we see like a puppy dog with a leash.
It's like a real dog. It barks. You can walk it. I think, like, remember how like they don't actually have a mouth, but if you press something on their tongue, they're like.
Oh yeah. They start to.
Like they enjoy, like they're acting like they tasted food or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also something like that.
And it might have like wheels on the bottom, so it can be like you can walk it.
Walk with it.
I know they have them nowadays too, but you know today they're all like a lot more high tech or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what it says. Amazingly realistic pets.
Yeah.
With none of the mess, noise, or 6 a.m. walkies.
So they don't poop.
Yeah.
None of the mess.
Or you don't need to take a walk in the morning. And there's a reason that kids and parents were big fans of these. You want a dog? Okay. That's what they buy to the kids. It's almost a real one.
You try this one and maybe we'll get you the real thing after.
Yeah. Okay, and next toy. Puppy Surprise.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely one of my favorite toys. And no joke, we were at Toys R Us looking for toys for our son, and I saw them and I was just like a little girl in a pet like.
So what the heck is that, first of all? Puppy Surprise. What the heck is that?
Okay. So you get this cute little puppy,
Yeah.
and you're gonna think this is funny. Okay, so you get this little puppy, and she's the mother, and she has a Velcro stomach, and you can open it up, and then she has puppies. It's like and the surprise is how many puppies are inside of her stomach,
you don't know.
and how many she'll have.
You don't know.
No.
Oh, they don't show on the box. Like.
No, that's the.
It's a surprise. Oh, that's why it's called Puppy Surprise.
Yeah, and you could get cats too.
Damn.
Oh, I had one. I loved it. I loved it.
So you do like Alien. You just rip off the belly and like take the puppies out. Damn.
Yep. I loved it.
And it says here on the website, Puppy Surprise was a gamble because you could end up with 3, 4, or 5 puppies to play with.
You always wanted 5. Like, you wanted the most you could get.
Yeah. Somehow, ours always ended up with the fewest. That
Wow.
guy didn't have any luck with the puppies. But yeah, that's kind of weird. But
I loved it.
Yeah, you enjoyed it, so it works, I guess, for kids,
Yeah.
little girls. Oh, I remember that one. A Texta dog.
No.
So basically, that dog is like a robot dog, and it comes with this little bone toy.
I remember seeing them, but
And yeah, you just can like interact with it, and I think his eyes can change to a. I'm not sure about this one, but I remember some change with the heart if they love you or stuff like that.
like
but
angry eyes.
Angry eyes, yeah, whatever. And they can walk by themselves, and you give them the cookie, and he's gonna eat it, whatever, or try to eat it. And yeah, and here it says, of course, more tech-minded pet lovers were all about the Texta, who was neither cute nor fluffy, but could do much more impressive tricks and put our fur-real spaniel to shame. So yeah, it's just a robot dog, basically.
So I was gonna say, like, the for real pets are for the girls, and the what's it called, Texta? Texta is for the boys.
Dog, yeah.
Well, I guess it could be either, but that's I guess kind of that's what they went for.
Oh
but
yeah.
Either one could play with either.
Yeah. And the next one, Cupcake Surprise.
Another one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, can I see that?
Okay, now calm down, calm your vagina, like.
Oh my gosh.
Slow down, Charlie
Okay,
Brown.
can I just read the blurb?
Yeah.
Flip the skirt and these mini ladies turned into cupcakes. A trick which truly amazed our childhood selves. The sweet smell of these things will never fully leave our nostrils.
So wait a second. That's like a Barbie doll, whatever, with a big old dress.
Kind of, yeah. And her dress is made of plastic, and you just fold it up and put her hat on top, and she's a cupcake. And
So is it real cupcake?
Hun, no, it's not a real cupcake. It's plastic.
Oh.
You can't.
So I thought
it's
like
a toy.
I thought it came with a real cupcake, or you can make a cupcake and put it under her dress and eat it for later.
No. Maybe you want to eat plastic cupcakes, but I like cupcakes made of cake.
So that's all. That's all the toy, right? So we have some difficulty here. My wife just like almost smashed all the technical mics that we have here.
You can tell that I'm not a techie.
Yeah. So calm down. Like she saw the Cupcake Surprise and now she's all excited and like she's going nuts now.
And that one obviously smells like cherries because she has cherries on her.
Oh, and it smells too. They put a smell on
I
it.
totally forgot about Cupcake Surprises. Oh, man, we heard the Backstreet Boys in the car today, and this is just exciting.
So
This really is a trip back to the 90s.
back to the 90s. Okay, I never had this, of course, because I don't want to eat fake plastic
You're not
cupcake.
playing. You're playing with it. Yay! It's not food. Can you imagine if they put a real cupcake in a box with a doll and no one bought them for months and months? They'd be kind of moldy.
Yeah, but I was maybe like you have to make your own cupcake and you can put it on there and say, hey, it's a surprise to someone. Okay, so next toy. Tickle Me Elmo. That's a classic.
Oh,
It's still here. Elmo was released in 1996, and the shelves were empty in minutes. So it was really popular, I guess, during Christmas time, like before Christmas. It was the hot toy of the holidays. I think it was always the hot toy to buy.
And now
Tickle
they've
Elmo.
updated him so much.
Yeah. And for people that lives under a rock or doesn't know Elmo, can you explain who's Elmo?
Elmo is a character from Sesame Street. And Sesame Street, man, that was a show from the 90s too. And
That was older than 90s, I think, too.
yeah,
It's maybe
90s,
80s,
80s, 70s, maybe?
70s, yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, and Elmo even went on and has like his own TV show now, I think. Or no, that was just a special on Sesame Street, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, he's a character on Sesame Street.
And yeah, so like it says in the title, Tickle Me Elmo, it's just, you tickle that little...
Little red monster.
Yeah. And
He talks.
Yep. And the next one is Crazy Bones. Crazy
Play the
bones.
craze.
Play the craze things. Do you know that?
Can I see? Is it like a card game or something?
No idea. Can you read like the blurb under Crazy Bones? It looks like you throw something, no?
Oh!
What is it?
I think I remember these. The
Yeah.
first of many playground fads, Go Crazy Bones were basically just tiny plastic monsters, but weirdly addictive and totally collectible. You've probably still got a bag in the loft. No, we don't have any in our loft.
Nope.
This pack contains 4 Crazy Bones stickers and game card characters. I kind of remember them
Yeah?
a little bit.
Don't remember at all. You have to like shoot at something?
I don't know. I didn't play the game. I just
Collect them?
yeah, had the little
Just collect them.
figurines.
I don't know. You're Crazy Bones. And that's funny because people call you T-Bone. So
Yeah, and
you're
Bones
Crazy
too.
Bone. Yeah.
People used to call me Bones too. Tony Bones.
So you could be Crazy Bones.
Oh, Crazy Bones.
Yeah, Crazy Bones is also a rapper.
That's me.
And the next toy, Doodle Bear.
I remember that. I didn't have one, but I remember, I think a girl came to school and she had one. It's like this bear made of like, looks like jean material, but it's like
Yeah.
a lot softer. And she comes with markers and you can like totally color all over her. And it almost looks like there's stickers behind her.
Yeah.
You can put stickers on her too. And yeah, just decorate her however you want.
Yeah, it
I
says...
wonder
what?
if you can like erase what you did and like do something else, or if it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a one-time
One time.
thing.
Yeah.
Does it say in the blurb?
It says the first toy that we were ever told to draw on, and one that still has a special place in our hearts. No, so they just say that you can draw on, and it's kind of interesting. Draw on a toy, on a teddy bear.
And not get in trouble.
No, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The next one, of course, the Game Boy Color.
I had one.
I had one.
Who didn't have one?
Game Boy Color, yeah. Like I remember before the Game Boy Color, I remember just the regular Game Boy. My cousin had one, and I just was playing with it. And it's just like there's no colors. It's black and white basically, or that greenish stream color. But with the Game Boy Color, that's where you see like different palettes of color in your games. And for me, one big game that was in that with that Game Boy Color was Pokemon.
I was gonna say Mario or Pokemon.
Yeah, Mario, Pokemon. Like for me, I had the yellow cartridge for the yellow Pokemon.
I had yellow, red, and blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember I had all the Pokemon cards.
That's another thing. Pokemon cards was the shit back then too.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the shit today, but yeah, back then it was really popular for kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember so much fun with that Game Boy.
Even like when I lay my son down to change his diaper, I go.
Yeah, that's when you've just found a Pokemon and you're about to fight the shit out of it.
Only in the Pokemon, I don't think they have a.
Nope.
But that's what happens when I set our son down.
Yeah.
That's the noise that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's like you walk in the grass with Ash and found a Pokemon out of nowhere in the grass.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, that was lots of fun. So much games that I play on Game Boy Color, and yeah, that's the best thing ever. Next one, a Talk Boy. Talk Boy. Talk Boy. Hey boy, can you talk? Do you remember that?
Is it like a recording?
Yeah, it's Talk Boy. It's you put like your tapes in it, and you can play music, and you can record. You can play your music, or you can record your voice or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember. It says
Really?
from Home Alone, but I don't remember seeing that on Home Alone.
Yeah.
Or is that when he recorded the "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal"? I don't know.
No, that was the movie on the TV. I think. I was playing on the TV.
Oh, I thought he recorded it.
No. No, this is like a Walkman.
Oh.
But you can...
My eyes are watering, I don't know why.
But you can record. It says, after watching Home Alone, everyone wanted one of these electronic recording devices. And after months of begging, most of us got one. There was also a Talk Girl version too. So yeah, you record yourself and it's with little like tapes from the 90s, yeah.
I remember hearing about one, but
cool.
I'd never seen one before.
Yeah, I might have one, I think. Yeah, I don't remember. 23 and the next toy is Power Rangers figurines. Of course, Power Rangers is still like here, like it's since the 90s. It's still playing now, and it's really popular for kids. And yeah, with those figurines, I had some figurines. Did you have some Power Rangers figurines?
I don't think.
And also like the morph one, like when they all morph together to make that
the big dinosaur?
Yeah, that big mecha dinosaur or whatever robot. Yeah, that's a classic. Which one is your favorite character?
Pink.
Pink.
The pink one.
Mine it was
the red one.
But later I think they had like
white one?
Yeah, like a silver green maybe, like a white green or yeah. It was like I think his shoulder pads was like green or something, and it was white. I don't know, but that was later I think that he came around for Power Rangers. Oh my God, the next one is Pogs.
Man, I
played the shit out of Pogs.
I kept mine in a Pringles container.
Me, I had the proper container for the Pogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all with the different. They had different colors, and I got like the metal like slammer Pogs and all the little other Pogs that you have. I had a big collection of Pogs.
Whatever happened to it?
No idea.
You should have saved stuff like that.
I guess they were sold on a yard sale or something.
Oh, you should have saved them.
And did you have some?
Oh yeah.
So what happened with yours?
I don't know.
Sold. Yard sale.
No, not sold. Not sold, just
garbage.
They're probably up in the attic at my parents' house.
Yeah, that'll be nice to find that.
Yeah.
Jeez. That was amazing, and they had like a lot of cool art style on those Pogs too.
Yeah.
And even like this one, it was like a kind of a 3D dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Like image on the Pog. Yeah. It says here, who knew tiny cardboard disc could be so exciting? We even invested in protective plastic tubes for hours. Yeah, and the plastic tubes, that's what I had.
I used a Pringles container.
Whatever works. Still works. And the next door is Dream Phone.
OMG.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I had Dream Phone.
So what is it?
See this?
What the heck is that? People talking on the phone. It's a toy phone?
Yeah, it's like you can still. It's like a game, and you get cards, I think, and each card is like a different guy, and it says like blurbs about them, and you like see which one you like, and you can call them, and there's recordings on the phone, and the phone is like telling you like, I know who really likes you, and giving you like.
What the heck?
I think it was like, your crush really likes pizza. And then it would like whisper something or something like that. Like, and then you try to make the match or try to figure out who your crush was or something like that. Like,
oh yeah.
It was really fun. You can still get Dream Phone nowadays, but the original version was clearly the best. And if you didn't ever play it at a sleepover, we highly recommend getting your girlfriends round for a game today. You never outgrow it, we promise. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was fun.
That's weird. Cars.
Yeah, right. He really liked you. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he like me? Oh yeah. Next toy Oh man, yeah. Baby born.
Baby born, baby born.
That's so creepy.
That's the ones with the eyes, isn't it?
Yeah. The eyes, they can move.
Yeah.
And they talk to you. Well, talk. Like, make baby noise, I think. Yeah. And you can feed them. I don't know, it says here in the 90s, if you asked for a doll for Christmas or your birthday, you were getting a baby born and her real, authentic weeing function.
Weeing?
Weeing.
Weeing. The heck?
Function.
Oh, maybe peeing?
Weeing, no, like maybe whining or I don't know.
Well, sometimes they say wee is a different word to pee. Like I can go for a wee.
Yeah.
Wee wee.
And she was basically the only option in the stores.
Like yes in French. Wee wee.
Wee wee. She also had a dummy that made her go to sleep in an instant, which made our expectations of real parenthood highly skewed.
She had a dummy.
Yeah, she also had a dummy.
Oh, I think they mean like soother. I think that's another word for soother.
Oh.
Haven't heard that in a long time ago. I mean, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, never had one. Did you have one?
No. I just remember a guy from my campground used to sing that song. Baby born, baby born.
You're crazy, you're crazy. Next toy. Baby all gone. Oh yeah, I remember that. One of my
oh yeah,
girlfriend when I was a kid had this, and you just like feed the baby doll basically, and they had like a milk bottle too, and the cherry food like jar container, whatever.
Yeah.
That you feed her with that thing, and she's happy because she's eating all the time.
Yeah.
Freaking fat kid. I'm just kidding. She never had enough food in her.
I didn't have one, but my friends did. I remember the cherries.
Yeah, I remember the cherries too. Yeah.
And the spoon, like it had the cherries on it. As soon as it hit her mouth, the cherries like sucked into the spoon.
Yeah. Yep. And the next toy, it's What's Her Face doll. Do you remember that?
No.
What's her face? I don't know. I don't remember that either. It says one of the more creative 90s options.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah. What's her face allowed you to stamp your chosen features onto your doll's blank head. Creepy to start with, but loads of fun once you got used to her. Oh yeah.
What do? You put what into her head?
What's her face allowed you to stamp your chosen features onto your doll's blank head. So basically, like, you customize her head. You can like, oh, okay. So you can like draw the mouth and the eyes and eyebrows. You can put the hair on her head. Huh. So that's why he says it's creepy to start with, because
yeah,
it's just an empty, like there's nothing on her.
Empty canvas.
Yeah. Don't know about that, but. And here the Thunderbirds Tracy Island. Nice. Who doesn't remember Thunderbirds?
Me?
Really? Thunderbirds are the marionettes
outer space.
outer space in the TV show, and back in the day I think it was black and white and or whatever that's an old TV show, and now it was in color I think, and those like little marionettes like walking weird and like talking. Hi, Captain. What are you doing? they all like walk funny.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds, yeah, that was a classic. But here is a toy, and it says Tracy Island was a phenomenon similar to Elmo. Demand was so high that in 1993, Blue Peter designed a version you could make at home because the shops had run out. If you want to have a go at one now, here's the whole tutorial in 90 seconds. Oh, so they have a video, a 90 seconds video on how to make this thing. And it's basically like a small island with, sorry, my voice is changing. So there's like a little spaceship there, I think. Yeah, and there's a cave in the mountain, and yeah. It's just you play with your little Thunderbirds.
Cool.
I have a Thunderbird. Next toy. Sky dancers. What the heck is that? Oh, yeah,
I love those. You pulled the string
Pull
and
the
she was
string
like,
and
her wings came out and she was like,
so basically she fly up in the air and like she just spin around.
her
and
wings came out and she was almost like the helicopters that fall out of the trees.
Yeah, and slowly comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only they were like fairies.
Yeah, I think they had some too for boys. It was called something else. Like, but yeah, it's basically you pull and it goes up in the air and just comes down. Yeah. And yeah, so you had some when you were a kid?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like those.
And the next one is Stretch Armstrong.
Classic.
That's a classic. Stretch Armstrong. It's like little like gelatin doll, whatever, that you can like stretch his arm like crazy. Or
It kind of looks like Hulk Hogan.
yeah, that's true. Or Donald Trump. You get the hair color and the orange skin going on.
Yeah.
It says almost every 90s toy box had a Stretch, but lucky few also had the sidekick Fetch. Armstrong too.
I'm assuming that was a dog? Fetch?
Yeah. And yeah, so I remember that one just stretched his arms like crazy, and it's just like Mr. Elastic basically.
Yeah. Could you stretch his legs too?
I think so.
I think you could stretch
everything.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Except the head, I think. Yeah, the head. I think it's
Yeah,
hard plastic.
Hard plastic. Yeah.
Yeah, but all this, his arms and eggs.
An egg.
His arms and his eggs and his legs. He can stretch the shit out of it and like just twist it and do a bunch of weird stuff. Next one, Spice Girls dolls. Spice Girl dolls.
We still have the boxes up in the attic at my parents' house, remember?
Oh yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
right.
try
Yeah,
and
some.
dig them out and show you, but I couldn't find the dolls.
Yeah.
They're actually probably in a bin in the attic with the rest of my Barbie dolls. But yeah, I had all 5.
Yeah, Spice Girls. If you were a fan of the Spice Girls, well, buy that goddamn doll.
Yep.
Next toy, Mr. Bucket. Do you remember that? I don't remember that.
I remember seeing it, but I never played it.
Yeah.
Never had it.
Never played it too. It's basically like a bucket with a bunch of, not spoon, but like shovels. Little plastic shovels.
Trying to get all 4 balls into Mr. Bucket's mouth using...
Plastic scoops was a struggle we all faced at some point. He was discontinued in 2007. Huh. So if there's a copy in your cupboards, you've got yourself a little piece of toy
I wonder why
history.
it's discontinued.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's little, maybe for choking hazard, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's little balls
Oh yeah.
that you have to scoop with your shovels and put in the bucket.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's your game pretty much. Next toy, the waterfall ring toss.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, can you explain that to people? What the heck is that? The waterfall ring toss?
Well, I think there was like a plastic stick, and you had to try and press the button to get it's kind of like horseshoes to try and get the rings over the stick. My sister had a whole bunch of these type of games, but I have a bit of a temper when it comes to games and video games and stuff, so I could never do it. I tried it like a couple times and I couldn't get it, so that was enough for me. But they can be, pretty intense.
Oh yeah, because you push the white button there at the bottom, so like the air is like you push the air and the little rings comes up in the air, and you try to put it in the little plastic stick in there. Yeah. And it's all like water inside. Yeah.
So it's hard to do it because when you
just float.
It can float.
You just float in, and it's like
float.
It's really hard to get them, but yeah. No, I remember that. I think I had one, or some of my friends had one.
My sister had them, but I couldn't.
Couldn't. That's too much.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Those freaking rings, and throw them in the garbage. So that was all the toys on this website, but now I want to talk what toys that you remember from the 90s that were a special thing for you when you were a kid. Do you remember like major toys in the 90s?
There was two that I really liked.
Yeah.
One, Littlest Pet Shop. I had so many Littlest Pet Shops, and I remember one was like a Dalmatian, and she came with a brush, and there was a magnet on the brush, and you could like rub her stomach, and her tail would wag.
Really?
Yeah. And then there was like some sets you could get. I had one that was like a winter set. It came with like a husky, and she had a fluffy tail, and I think it came with like little penguins. Then it came with an igloo with like a little hill they can go down. And then another toy that I was really obsessed with, they were called Quints.
Oh yeah?
And they were like little babies, and I was just obsessed with anything little, anything tiny. I loved little tiny
people.
toys.
Little tiny thing.
So those were...
For me, like, I had a bunch I remember, but like the major one in the 90s, well, Legos. But like the first like blocks, whatever, was just blocks that you to play with.
Like big blocks?
Yeah, well, that like you can have like smaller one or big one too from Legos, but it was nothing fancy as like today. Today, like you can build like some crazy stuff, or like they have like a lot of package and sets that you can set up. But yeah, I just had a classic one, Legos. Of course, I had the NES. The Nintendo Entertainment System. That was a console, a video game console. I know it was released in the 80s, but I wasn't born in the 80s. I was born in 1990, and I had this in 1994, and that was my first gaming console. And I remember the first game that I played, it was Super Mario Brother. And yeah, that was amazing. That was my first game. That was my first game in my life that I played. And after that, in 1995, I had the Super NES console, and that was like mind blowing too. That console was released in 1990, the year that I was born, basically. So didn't have a chance. Well, I came out of my mother vagina and, hey, let's go play.
You're probably playing video games in the womb.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I played the shit out of it in 1995. And after that, in 1996, the Nintendo 64, that was amazing too. First time you see like for Nintendo like 3D video games like Super Mario 64. It was an awesome game, platforming game in 3D. There's a bunch of video games that was amazing for Nintendo 64. Like just even Pokemon Snap was fun. You're like in a little cart, and you just like go around basically on a track, and you just visit this world, like this Pokemon world, and you just take pictures of Pokemons. That was the game. Try to capture like all the Pokemon pictures, and yeah, that was the game I remember. But so much nice games, and yeah, that was the biggest ones. Do you remember any weird one that you want to talk about?
A weird toy?
Yeah, from the 90s that you had, or I think I had like those that machine, whatever. You put like little like bugs and like scorpion, stuff like that.
And they were like gummy?
Yeah, it was gummy, and you had to heat it in that little machine.
Yeah.
Like an easy bake oven, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. It's kind of weird.
Barbie was a big thing for me. Played a lot of Barbie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we say, like Pogs was awesome, like because Pogs, like if you play like for real, you play with your friends, and you're like, okay, if I'm like you're playing against your friend, and if you're like slamming whatever the Pogs, and they all face the other side, well, you get your friend Pogs like that. So that's the thrill. to get his pugs and then collect as many pugs as possible playing against your friends.
That's probably why I never play, because I get upset if I had to
Lose your pugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But you can decide, I think, which one you wanna play.
And I get pretty territorial over my stuff, so
Yeah. Well, same thing with the Pokemon cards. We were like trading and stuff like that.
not me.
Nami? Folk dead, Nami? No one's gonna get my Pokemon. I want them all. I'm just gonna buy them all. I'm not gonna trade their.
If I had a double,
Yeah, if I had double, I'll trade them. Yeah, so you had all the Pokemon cards?
yep, even Mew and Mewtwo.
Damn.
Gotta catch them all, Pokemon. And we did. We caught them all.
Yeah, no, that was lots of fun too. And I remember, was it the Game Boy Color? Or yeah, Game Boy Color. You were able. I remember you were able with if you had this accessory, it was like basically a cable that you can connect your Game Boy to another Game Boy.
And you could have battles.
You can have battles, or you can also trade. I think Pokemons too.
Yep.
Yeah, trade or fight too, so you can level up your Pokemon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was amazing because it was like you have to interact with someone else, you know, to fight, or like there was no like online like internet like today.
Yeah.
So now you can just play online on the internet and play with someone in China or whatever. But back in the day, it was like no, you have to find one of your friends to like plug it in and play against each other.
Yeah, and you hope that your friend got the same thing for Christmas, so you guys could.
Yeah,
like,
or no, like for Pokemon, you'll like to like for example, if I have the yellow one and you just have the blue one, or whatever. If I had the red one, I mean, and you have the blue one, because we don't have the same Pokemon, so we can like trade like that too. So you can get Pokemon from the other cartridge on yours.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need to buy all three like you just did when you were a kid. But yeah, Pokemon was a big thing in the 90s. And talking about like not playing online, how the console back in the day, it was all like local. Like you want to play with friends, you have to call your friend and he came over and play on the same TV, and you got like 2 remotes or four remotes to play like Mario Party or games like that, and you can play multiplayer on the same couch with the TV, and you just like fight the shit out of your friend. You suck. That was the good old time, like multiplayer couch setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was if you're four, you got the 4 little screen in your TV, and yeah, I remember like GoldenEye was the big one on a Nintendo 64. If you're like four person playing and you're like have your 4 little screens, and they said like don't look at my screen where I am, because like it's not fair, you can kill him because you know where the character is in the map.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, but it's stupid because they give you like those in that game you had like some mines that you can set up on the wall or anywhere on the floor, on the wall, or on the ceiling, and those mines you can detonate them with a remote controller. So a remote control. So basically like you have to wait, and if you see like the person coming like close to your mine, you just like click on the remote control and it just explode, and the character just dies, like, and your friend is like super pissed because you look in the screen maybe, or like there's always that competition like local. That was amazing. Like same thing with like Super Smash Brothers was classic fighting game with Mario, Yoshi, Fox, McCloud, all those characters. Kirby was my shit for Super Smash Bros. Kirby was the shit. Little pink fluffy guy, like floating in the air, or like kind of flying a little bit, and you can swallow everybody in your mouth. Kind of weird concept, but you swallow that person and you take their power or whatever, and you can shoot at them back, and some pretty cool memories from the 90s, eh?
Oh yeah.
90s was the shit, and it's pretty hard now. It's never gonna be the same.
No, probably not.
But there's some cool new stuff here nowadays.
Yep.
Some cool new toys.
And they could always bring the toys from the 90s back. Like the puppy surprise, I've seen that in stores.
Oh yeah?
Yep. So maybe they'll bring the cupcake surprise back.
Maybe. Can't wait to see what's under that skirt.
Oh.
Okay, guys. Well, that's all that we have today. That was Back in the 90s podcast. And I'll do more back in the 90s or back in the 80s, back in the 70s, or to see what kind of toys that they had in those days, and even like 2000, whatever. Even if I wasn't born, well, it's always interesting to see what kind of freaking toys that they had back in our parents' days or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. So that's all. So thank you for listening to my EA GameOn podcast. And of course, if you have a chance to watch my videos on YouTube, it's the same thing. It's at EA GameOn. I do most of them is video games, but also review movies, review video games, review any electronic stuff or news, events, yeah, and talk about just TV shows too. Whole bunch of nerd stuff.
Anything nerdy, it's there.
Oh yeah. Anything nerdy, geeky, anything, call it. We're here. We're here. So I appreciate if you're listening and watching my videos on YouTube. So with all that, keep playing hard.